Conceal your intentions, the unspoken rule of power and success. Imagine a leader who walks into a room, his mind sharp, his goals clear, but his words are chosen carefully. What if everything he says and does is a well-crafted strategy designed to hide his true intentions? How often have we seen someone act with an air of mystery, their real motives concealed behind a mask of ambiguity? And if your success depends on your ability to deceive, can that truly be considered a virtue? Think about some of the most influential figures in history, leaders who built empires, changed the course of nations, or revolutionized industries. Many of these figures practiced the art of concealment, deliberately keeping their true intentions hidden from the public eye. It's a skill that can make or break someone's rise to power. But is it ethical to conceal your true plans? Is it strategic brilliance, or is it manipulation? Take Napoleon Bonaparte, for example. Known for his military genius, Napoleon's ability to mislead his enemies and allies alike was key to his success. He would often present a facade of weakness, only to strike when his adversaries least expected it. Napoleon's campaigns were not just battles fought on the field, they were psychological games, where the art of deception and surprise played a central role. He understood that to achieve his goals, he needed to keep his true intentions hidden from both his enemies and his allies, manipulating their perceptions to his advantage. This principle, explored in Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power, Conceal Your Intentions, reveals an essential truth about power dynamics. Those who reveal too much of their plans often lose the advantage. When people know what you're after, they can anticipate your moves and counter them. But when your intentions are shrouded in mystery, you maintain the element of surprise. You can play your cards close to your chest, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Historically, political leaders have known this all too well. Think of the monarchs who ruled with iron fists, but whose public personas were carefully crafted to maintain an aura of benevolence. Queen Elizabeth I of England, for instance, often presented herself as a humble servant of her people, but her true political maneuvering was far more complex. By keeping her intentions hidden from both her courtiers and her enemies, she was able to secure her throne and navigate the treacherous political landscape of her time. Her ability to deceive and withhold her true motives allowed her to maintain her power and control. From a sociological perspective, the ability to conceal one's intentions plays into the broader concept of social influence. In any group or organization, those who are able to keep their true motives hidden often hold the most sway. People tend to trust those who appear transparent and open, but in reality, those who reveal too much risk becoming predictable. On the other hand, individuals who master the art of keeping others in the dark can manipulate situations to their advantage. Consider the corporate world, where CEOs and leaders often speak in vague terms, offering just enough information to appear trustworthy without revealing too much. They know that by maintaining an air of mystery, they hold the power to shape outcomes without others catching on. Psychologically, concealing one's intentions can create an aura of intrigue and authority. People are naturally drawn to those who seem to have something hidden, who don't reveal all their cards. This mystery sparks curiosity and can even lead others to project their own assumptions onto the individual, often giving them more power than they would have otherwise. This psychological dynamic is why many successful leaders, like Steve Jobs, were often seen as enigmatic figures. Jobs didn't reveal all his plans in advance. He created an air of suspense around Apple's product launches, keeping the world in anticipation. This created a sense of exclusivity and excitement, making his reveals all the more impactful. By concealing his true intentions, Jobs didn't just build a company, he built a brand that was synonymous with innovation and mystery. Philosophically, the act of concealing one's intentions raises questions about ethics, trust, and authenticity. Is it morally acceptable to hide your true plans, especially when the stakes are high? Some would argue that it's necessary for survival and success in a competitive world. In this sense, the ability to conceal your intentions becomes a tool of self-preservation. Others might view it as a form of dishonesty, a betrayal of the values of transparency and trust. The question then becomes, can the ends justify the means? Can you achieve great things by keeping others in the dark, Or does this undermine the very principles of integrity and honesty? The concept of concealment also has profound implications on the economy and business strategy. In business, those who reveal too much about their plans often find themselves outmaneuvered by competitors. Look at the tech industry, where companies like Google and Apple often keep their plans hidden from public view until they're ready to launch. By doing so, they avoid giving their competitors the opportunity to copy or counter their moves. This strategic concealment allows them to maintain a competitive edge in a fast-paced, ever-changing market. But there's a darker side to this principle. The ability to conceal one's intentions can also be used for manipulation. Leaders who master this art can deceive their followers, using them as pawns in a game of power. This raises the ethical question: how far can you go in concealing your true intentions before it becomes exploitation? Is it acceptable to manipulate others if it leads to personal gain, or does that cross a moral line? At the end of the day, the principle of concealing one's intentions forces us to confront the nature of power itself. It challenges us to reconsider the value of transparency and honesty in a world where success is often measured by what others don't know. It forces us to question whether the ability to deceive is a necessary skill for achieving our goals, or if it is a form of manipulation that ultimately diminishes the integrity of our actions. So what do you think? Is concealing your intentions a brilliant strategy for success, or does it lead to dishonesty and exploitation? Is it better to reveal your plans and risk being outmaneuvered, or to keep them hidden and control the narrative? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you're not subscribing to the Usafi channel, you're probably never going to see us again. But if you are, then congratulations, you're growing every day.